So you are welcome to my healthy food place where we share ideas and recipes on how you can stay healthy naturally. Gracious Grace, I'm Grace Enemali. And today we want to talk on the best foods at odd hours. There have been series of shorts on the subject, and some people have also commented on it. And so it's time to go live and talk about it. The best foods to eat at odd hours. This sound like familiar or chore. You are welcome, my dear. This subject may not sound like, the topic may not sound like a difficult one, but honestly, it is a very big task for people knowing what to eat at odd hours. Yes, we have heard and we are also aware that after 7 p.m., when you eat anything, it's likely to give you trouble. Yes, we know it. It's not only seniors, even young people, except you are not aware, but the moment you eat heavy meal in the evening after 7 p.m., your body is not going to handle it properly, the way it's supposed to be handled. But then there is another aspect of this. Sometimes you may have had your dinner early dinner. We all do, because of this challenge of avoiding heavy meals by after 7 p.m. Though you may have had something by 4 or 3 p.m. And then when you are about to go to bed, depending on the weight and the content of what you had, sometimes if you had something that is not protein rich, before 7 p.m., the food is gone. It's gone. Sometimes we even had dinner as early as 3 p.m., 2:30. Occasionally we do. Now, it depends on how dense and rich. When I'm talking of dense and rich, we're talking of protein and healthy fats. So if that food is not very dense, it's not very rich, my dear, by 7 p.m., you will feel like you need another food. But the problem is now, what should you eat? You've had something rich, you have something delicious, something you ought to have, that ought to have carried you through to the next day. But here you are hungry at bedtime. And then there is one aspect of this being hungry at bedtime. Now I'm speaking to you from my own experience. It's not something you need to go read from somewhere. We are all in it together. Sometimes you lie down, you try to endure it, that you won't eat and you won't have anything. But honestly, the body is already running at nothing, with nothing. So you discover that you are just awake. And if you find it, most times you try to find out why you are not falling asleep. It may be hunger. Yes, you heard me. It may be hunger. Now, when hunger is there, you may not fall asleep. The electrolyte has dropped. Now, electrolytes, things like calcium, magnesium, a lot of little minerals that you need. Not really carbohydrate, not really heavy meals, but the electrolyte has gone down. So you look like you are just fasting. My dear, some people can cope with it. But I tell you, especially seniors, you may not be able to cope. Sometimes something like your sugar is going down. You can feel it. Now, you feel like your sugar is dropping. Now, if you feel that your sugar is going down, what will you do? Will you go to bed? Somebody can pass on, just go from there. Don't joke with dropping blood sugar. It's not something you just say, I want to no meal, nothing to eat after 7 p.m., I'm going to sleep like that. Not at all, my dear. If you suspect your sugar has dropped, maybe you had some medication or some kind of food. It's not just medication. There are foods. I give you an example. Foods like guava leaf tea. There are foods like even some herbal teas. You will just have them and notice that they've drained the sugar in your food, and you will need another supply. That is the purpose of this life. You then need another supply. Now the big question is, what should I have? Now I want to share with you some of the things I do take. That's exactly why the life. Some of the things I do take at odd hours. And it's not ended though. We keep on researching and finding out ways to resolve this thing, because these are real challenges. Challenge of what to eat at odd hours. Now I will tell you some of the things I do eat. And if you want to drop a comment, you can go ahead and say it. I'll be reading and I'll be responding. Or if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. So now there are times I'm sharing my own experience with you. There are times when I notice that what I need is fat. The brain needs fat. You need fat to have a quality sleep in the brain, but not trans fat. It's quality healthy fats. So if you can't sleep sometimes, it's fat that is missing. Now you need to look at what you had in the day. I always have cold pressed olive oil by my bedside. Yes, because that one cannot cause elevated cholesterol. Sometimes cholesterol could be issue also. So I always have it by my bedside. I have cold pressed coconut oil by my bedside too. I have other essential oils by my bedside. And every senior should have most of these things, unless you are on medication. And even if you are on medication, it's also good to have some of these natural things to help you, so that you don't go into something like crisis. So if I suspect that it's fat that is missing, there are sometimes you take some drinks like this zobo and hibiscus tea. You take it with ginger, and like you will know it. Those of you who are sensitive, the body just dried the body of all the fat. Fat is a very essential part of the Let me just remind you, fat is let me emphasize it, healthy fat is a very important aspect of the diet. Some of you are not sleeping because you are not including fat in your diet. So when you suspect that it is fat that is missing, you just have a little. You don't have to take much before bedtime. I have done it several times, and before you know it, I'm off to sleep. Before now, it used to be coconut oil. But I noticed that as we age, the coconut oil tend to be a bit heavier at night because the body is already tired. So I found out that the best time is in the morning. So I no longer take it, but rather the olive oil is always. There are other foods. Take a little of it. That is when you suspect that you've not had good fats. When you suspect that you've drank some herbal teas like hibiscus tea, you have drank maybe papaya tea, all the herbal teas. You've taken all of these teas and you've not really had fat in the diet, especially good fats. My dear, good fats like fish oil, fatty fish, good fats like peanuts, good fats like cold pressed olive oil, coconut oil, avocados, walnuts, good fats, cashew nuts. Now, I want us to get something about good fats again. All the fats, all these foods mentioned, no two are the same. No two of them are the same. Each one is unique and different. Yes, and if you want me to explain, I'll go ahead and explain. So you need to know the exact one that you need. Some people are saying they want to burn belly fat. You can also burn it without using fat, but that's not the subject for today. Now, if you suspect that, as I normally do, I'll take the cold pressed olive oil, a little amount. Now, there are sometimes I just feel that I have had something. Cold pressed olive oil is anti-inflammatory. It helps fight inflammation. It helps to aid digestion. Now, some foods will not digest until you bring in fat. And if you have had some food during the day, maybe because of this no fat, blood pressure, and a lot of concerns about fatty food, and maybe you've not, especially vegetables. Now, if you had some food without fat in them, definitely you will need to top it up a little. And we need immediately you provide what the body needs. The next minute you're off to sleep. That's my experience. Just a little. You don't need to take much, because oil is heavy. All the oils are heavy, and it takes a little time to permeate down to the cells. So the moment maybe you've had vegetables and you didn't put enough oil in the soup because you are concerned about cholesterol, you are concerned about a lot of other things that we worry about because of oil and fat, then you can top it up. A lot of the foods, including carbohydrates, plantain, all of them, beans, black-eyed cow, they all need oil to get properly digested. So to avoid things like bloating. Now, some people, when they hear that they have cholesterol, they have this, they'll be running away from fat. Some are embracing it too much. So you need to ensure that you are getting the right kind of fat so that you won't have problem of high cholesterol or problem of no cholesterol at all. So the moment you suspect that what your body needs is, and these occasions will happen. Remember, this topic, we'll talk about it again, because the way I'm feeling, we can't even finish it today. Because it's a very big challenge for a lot of people. I know how it feels when you are wondering what to eat. Not that you don't have the money, not that you don't have the food or whatever, but just that you don't know what to have. It's a challenge. That's the truth. So what I'm saying is that the moment you confirm from your own feeling that it is fat you need, go for the best of fat. And if you can afford it, have cold pressed olive oil. You know why? Cold pressed olive oil helps with blood circulation, especially seniors. It helps with digestion. It helps you with detox. It will not, add toxins to your body. And cold pressed olive oil is better than other oils, and it's going to help to push those oils, especially red palm oil that a lot of you are fond of. You like to eat it on a daily basis. It's a good oil, it has good fat, but that's saturated fat. It can help to build up your cholesterol. Some of you that are worried about cholesterol, you can't go down if you can't stop your red palm oil. You must reduce it to the barest minimum. That's what I'm doing. So if you suspect that you've had all of those stuff, you just take a little healthy fat, and that's the cold pressed olive oil, to help to push it, to start pushing it, pushing the unhealthy one and pushing them with the cholesterol. You know, some of them are like sticky wax. They just get stuck to the blood vessels, to the arteries, all over. Then disturbing, causing problem, symptoms. Sometimes you'll be belching. Your chest look like it's heavy. Different symptoms. You'll be struggling on your bed. So if you suspect that you've had too much leafy teas that are the worst. You've not had enough fat. You've had carbohydrates. You've had vegetables during the day, and there is no good fat, no sufficient fat. My dear, just a little. It's not. Sometimes I take about little half cup full of the olive oil, the cup, just half. Sometimes less, just a little. That's all. Then sometimes you can take warm water. It's good to have it's good to have your flask of boiled water every night. Well, that's what I do, and you need to be doing it. All the seniors always have boiled water in a flask, even though if the flask cannot even keep water for long, which is common. Most of the flasks are not as superior, but make sure you put boiled water. If you don't have somebody to do it yourself. It's you. It's about you. I do it myself. I'm the one that does it. Look at me. I do it. Every night before I go to bed, I go boil hot water and put inside my flask, get it filled up, and then put it by my bedside. There's a small cupboard there. So I could wake up, or before bed, I could just need more water. But then there is something about it that time I've noticed. Now, most time when you go lie down and you take something like water first and second time, maybe a little glass, because most time what the body is asking for is water. So let's not undermine that water aspect. For me, a good number of time, all the body is looking for is water. So let's just rush to oil first. Now, after taking water, and relaxing for like 40 or 45 minutes, and I still don't fall asleep, and I know that I've had enough water, then I go for the next one. That's what I do. I take the olive oil a little. Then there are times now also when it is sea salt I take. And that's why I told somebody who was asking me something about the sea salt before. I said it doesn't have to be every day, because the challenge is not the same challenge you have every day. Now, there are occasions when I go for the sea salt is when I know that I've had something that is a little bit hard to digest. And I've had things that are, I've had enough food. Let me put it that way. I've had enough food. I've also had enough fat. Any day you know that you've eaten well during the day, and possibly you didn't even rest well. Because when you don't rest well, your stomach won't be able to produce acid for digestion. Someone will be tired. That is the truth. That acid that is needed. Most time we eat food when we are tired. Even myself, occasionally I do. Maybe because you are feeling it's getting late. Okay, let me just eat it. Let everything just be there once and be working. Because you don't want to be calling someone late to attend to you, or even if you are attending to yourself, you don't want to be in the kitchen making sound in the kitchen when others are sleeping. So you want to do everything when everyone is active. So what you just do is just, okay, let me kukuma eat when others are eating. So I won't be the odd person out. When others are sleeping, I will be looking for food. They may be thinking something is wrong with you. So these are some of the uncommon reasons why some people just say, okay, let me just have the food. Even though when you are tired. I do occasionally. I do. I just say, let me kukuma have it. Let's clear everything once and for all. After all, I'm not nursing any baby. Let me kukuma rest everything once. It's not so good. But with some of us, we do it. If you have someone or you have any way to avoid eating when you are tired, my dear, it's going to help you to fall asleep faster. Just when you are tired, don't just bother about food. Rest first, even if it's 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It's going to help you. That is it. Then, after taking the olive oil, now I want you to listen. You need to list it out. You can pen it down if you like. The first one is the sea salt. Don't worry about blood pressure. It doesn't elevate your blood pressure. As a matter of fact, it helps you with your blood pressure. Those who are having low blood pressure, it helps you to balance your electrolyte. You don't know what it is. A sea salt contains over 82 minerals. And it's not just it is said to contain it. It's something I have been using for more than 14 years to cook my meals for me and my entire household. And it is one of the reasons why I don't take multivitamins. Over-the-counter multivitamins. And it's one of the reasons why also you will not be needing so much of the medications that some of us are going for. And the beautiful thing about it is that it contains heart-supporting nutrients. Because most times when you are about to go to bed, most things that you want to take, we want to trigger your heart to start either coughing or jerking or start, raising. I'm telling you practically what happens. There was occasions when I wanted to take what is it? I wanted to take, what is it, this thing? Apple cider. It was like maybe because of the acid in it, it was trying to trigger cough. I stopped taking it. Then there was another occasion I wanted to take something like moringa seed. You know, things that are low in calorie, things that won't. Remember, the principle is to avoid high calorie food. But then, even in avoiding high calorie food, some foods are still not suitable. So you notice that the thing is not just adding up. So you take the sea salt. Now, sometime after taking the sea salt, you can put it down. Your heart is still behaving funny. After 45 or 40 minutes of lying down, go for garlic. Yes, I put all this thing down because it's what I do. I go for garlic. Depending on this, on the signal that you receive, go for garlic, raw garlic. You don't have to take much, just little purple garlic. Garlic is so powerful. I mean, garlic is so potent. There's never a night that I went for garlic that I didn't fall asleep. I think it has a special nutrient. If you know it, you can come it. I know it's a source of allicin, it's a source of sulfur. It has something unique that helps. It doesn't lower your blood sugar. There are some, it doesn't raise your blood sugar. But I tell you, I've made it in one of my lectures that it's one of the best foods for the heart. This is my opinion, though. You are free, you're entitled to your own opinion. It's one of the best food. So if you are suspecting something like some annoying cough, sometimes you want to fall asleep, some kind of annoying cough is just coming to disturb the sleep. Maybe the heart is not able to peak. You want to peak, it's not peaking. Maybe there are some things called, we don't know, but it's not just peaking. Most times like that, I chew garlic. And the moment garlic comes in, the next few minutes, I'm off to sleep. You can put it down. Garlic works, but you need to know the occasion when garlic is good. But I don't use the China garlic. I mean the very big garlic. It's those purple garlic that I normally use. Those ones that are usually hot. Sometimes I just chew a little and swallow it with water. It's going to start fighting bacteria that are disturbing you. You don't know that bacteria also contributes a lot when you want to sleep. Even the fungus, the candida, cholesterol, these are all the enemies of the heart. They will be there creating problems without you knowing. So garlic helps to resolve a lot of them. Inflammation could be there too. So garlic will fight it. Whatever it is, most times, as long as that thing has to do with your heart and is disturbing, most time, I normally, when I've tried garlic works. Then, at other times too, I go for rosemary. Yes, rosemary tea. Not every day, you must get it. If I've consumed something like rice, and I know I really enjoyed myself, rice is likely to spike sugar and then had some other things with it. I really had a good enjoyment. Then sometimes before bed, even without any trouble of not falling asleep, I just peacefully go for rosemary tea to reduce inflammations, to calm the body down, to reduce risk of blood sugar rising. And sometimes the thing will crash in the midnight. It is very common with rice. Now, what do I mean by crashing? Sometimes you just fall asleep and think you are enjoying. This is my own experience. You just fall asleep because rice is a source of brain supporting nutrients. I think it is said to contain either kaolin or something that helps you to sleep. So it has, I'm talking of unpolished rice, not the imported rice that is polished and most of things are already out. The unpolished rice, that's our local rice, that comes with even the big group of vitamins. So when you take it, most times it has a tendency to calm your brain. You may have observed it. That's what happens to me. So you will start sleeping and you think you are enjoying. That's what happens. And all of a sudden, by 12 or 1 a.m., you are awake. Yes, it happens. So maybe the blood sugar is now, maybe the thing have settled. Remember that it's not, most foods like that, it's not immediately you eat that the things, the blood sugar. Sometimes it requires some time for the body to assess it, to process it, and then the result comes out as elevated blood sugar. And when that happens, my dear, if you had already had your rosemary tea, you will just notice that your urine is foamy in the morning, because the rosemary tea, not much, is also trying to reduce peak sugar out of the blood. And whereas some are coming, remember that sugar is of two kinds. Sugar, there are the ones that are already settling in the blood, that have settled in the blood, and the one that is also coming in from outside. So these are two aspects of it. So when you take the rosemary tea, it's not going to allow the rice to affect you so much in your sleep. These are some of the tactics. So I call it tactics, because you have to be deliberate every day in order to survive. So the rosemary tea will go ahead of you, because you already knew what you had, and you know the effect it's going to have. Some of you that are having yam in the night, avoid yam. Yam is not only a gas-forming food, it can trigger cough, and then it will raise blood sugar. Some of you may argue, but I tell you, avoid yam in the night. It's not a night food. Yes, avoid yam. It may look solid in your eyes, but you see yam, don't take it, even if you are not diabetic. If you want to take yam, eat it in the morning, or you can have it just midday, not as your last meal before, especially seniors. Whether you are coming with pounded yam or whatever. Some people will argue, say, I'll be eating pounded. I'm not saying it's a bad food, but it is a timing of eating it. I've had to cancel a lot of other persons who were diagnosed as diabetics, but investigating or going into their diet, I saw they were lovers of pounded yam, and they were eating it a lot because it looks solid on contact. When you touch it, it's solid. So it's not likely for you to think that it's going to cause your blood sugar to rise. Now, there are also different species of yam. Let me also add the discussion there, so that if you are consuming the water yam, it's not likely to do that. And I've also seen another species, I don't know how to describe that, but I've had one also sometime that didn't spike sugar. It was a very, from the farm, very small yam. It's not those big ones that are often farmed with things like fertilizers and others. It just was okay. Maybe the quantity also may have contributed. You know, if you take certain food in very small amount, they won't spike your sugar. But most times when we notice that the sugar is up, it's because we consume it a lot. We were just enjoying it. We were just enjoying because maybe it's tasty, or we like it, or the appetite was sharp, and for various other reasons. And then we take more than the body can have, and then things like blood sugar starts rising. So that is it. That's just a digression, but I think it's a useful one. Now, if you also is about to go to bed at other time, now there are times also when I got up after having a small nap in the evening, just after dinner, just after 9 or 10, I've still had to take something. And the last one, honestly, the best thing is to know what your body is actually looking for. The last one, I was surprised. After doing some other testing, I said, this thing, to me, I think there's some form of insulin resistance. This one may be very rare, but you can't believe I went 1 a.m. to go boil hibiscus flower tea. with about 2 leaves of uh, 2 leaves of 2 leaves, about 2 leaves of guava leaf. And after boiling it, well, I passed one. I took it. It's my first time to try that kind of thing because I know the body is already off, switched off. But then I said I can't be awake till morning, and I'm suspecting this is the problem. And then after having it, I went to sleep. I slept. I didn't have to add sugar or anything like dates. Okay, who is that? Ifegu Samuel. No, before I go ahead, tell me where you are chatting from, where you are commenting from. Ifegu Samuel. When you tell me, then I'll tell you my own. That's how I operate here. You tell me where you are, that I am chatting from so place, then I'll tell you my own. And I'm happy. Thank you for your comment. At least tell me where you are chatting from. Samuel. I'll be waiting. Immediately I see it, I'm going to tell you also. Okay, I'm commenting from Nigeria, Ebonyi State. I'm currently on a business trip here. Okay, you are on a business trip in Ebonyi State. Now I'm in Ogun State. Ofada, to be precise. Ofada, Mowe or Ibafo, Ofada area. That's where I am. But I am an indigenous of Anambra State, Southeast Nigeria. Are you okay with that? Comment again, let me say. Comment, I'm okay, so that I move. Yes, if you're okay with that, we move. Or there is something else you want to know about me. I am from Anambra State, indigenous, I'm an indigenous of that place. So if you are okay, you need to comment and let me know also. So, nice. I'm coming to Abeokuta this evening. Actually, I'm from Abia State myself. Okay, if you come to Abeokuta is not far from where I am. Yes, thank you so much. I'm within your father area. That's where I am. That's where I am residing, residence, to be precise, Abare Road. So what I'm trying to say is that, and if you like this life, comment, I like it. Because it's not just enough to comment. If you like the life, comment you love it. And you can even become a member of my channel. Because we need top fans and we need, I have said that those who are members of my channel, I will not only follow them, I just did a video. They will have to be able to chat me also on any health. Remember my testimony. I said I'm not on any medication. I'm 61 years old, 61, not 5, 61. This month of September is my birthday. And, okay, thank you. Agnes, somebody commented, I love it. And this month is my 61 birthday, 61st, not 5, 61. And as I speak, I'm not on any medication for blood pressure, for blood sugar, for arthritis, for whatever. And I have lived this life for almost 15 years since I got to know the truth. It's part of my journey to social media because a lot of people are living their life in ignorance. Medications is the order of the day. So thank you for, I say I like it. I'll try to be a member. Okay, I just discovered YouTube streaming today. This is all new to me. And you look good. Oh my God. You are making me so excited and I feel so good. Thank you so much for saying that. It's the grace of God. When you are on too many medications, by the time you are 61, your body wrinkles, your body is already ravaged. It's ravaged with too many drugs. And so when you leave the body the way it is, it's not, God wouldn't want you to, you flourish like a tree planted by the riverside. Even in your old age, you will still bring forth, you will be shining. He said, wishing you happy birthday in advance. Yes, precisely on the 30th of September, I'll be 61 years on this planet Earth. I'm glad you feel good. Yes, thank you so much. Just sharing love and positivity. I'm excited too to have you And I'm inviting all of you, not only you, other people who are watching me, because I want to have a team. I want to raise a group of people who live the life I live. Because we're not going to live forever. I want to transfer that knowledge to those people. I want them to know that you can live without medication. Yes, we have been deceived all this while. I was on too much medication for so many years. I almost died of typhoid and malaria. You check some of my videos that I made until I discovered that that's not the will of God for us. Yes, diabetes, high blood pressure. Our parents, they lived a better life. But recently you discover that it's blood pressure, high BP, arthritis, all kinds of stomach ulcers all over the place because of the lifestyle, the food choices. But just by the way, so let me go and touch this topic again before we round up, because the way I feel inside of me, we may not exhaust that subject, because there are, every day I'm also adding new foods. There's a latest one I just added. Honestly, it's making me, when I wake up, I look myself in the mirror and it's making me look so good. I will share it today. I will share with those who will come for another, because it's something I just started recently. It has anti-aging benefit. It has anti-aging and it has antibacterial properties. It supports liver. If you have fatty liver, it's going to be, before you wake up, it's going to be draining the fat in the liver. When you take care of you, your body will even say thank you to you. Love you, mama. Thank you. I'm getting a lot of comments. Am I not excited? Look at you, all of you say I'm looking good. Even though Nigeria is full of stress, you all know what I'm talking. We are in it together. Surviving Nigeria is not a joke. It's not a joke. It takes not only knowledge, it takes grace. And gladly and gracious grace. So what I'm saying is that going to bed is what I want to focus. What to eat. Yes, you don't just say they should bring Bonvita for you to drink. Some of you are still drinking. Yes, if you are still drinking Bonvita before go to bed, drop it in the comments. Say, I do, so that I will know those people that need help. Because you may think you need, some people are taking Ovaltine. Some people are taking all kinds of beverages. Some are very expensive. Some are taking things like creamer. I intend to do a video on this creamer. This creamer of 18 is all over the market. And people are not reading labels. When they just see, they say, non-dairy creamer. Oh my God, they go for it. It's one of your worst enemies. It's very cheap to produce, and they are mass producing it because people are not educated. They don't have privilege to listen to lifestyle. Okay, I take chamomile tea with cayenne pepper at night. Okay, you can see. I was coming to that cayenne pepper. Why it's good for us to share is because nobody is a citadel of knowledge. I cannot know everything. So you bring your own that you know. I bring my own. So we make a better world together. So the cayenne pepper is part of it. Is part of it. But I haven't come to that. But gladly, you have already mentioned it. So I won't have to say it. It's already there in the comment. But combining it with chamomile is what I haven't tried. Now, chamomile tea is also a popular tea going to bed. But there is something also about chamomile tea. If you take it for up to 3-4 days, it becomes toxic, start getting toxic. But many people are not aware of this particular thing. But I know. There is a way I know when something is getting toxic. Now, one of the ways is, after taking that thing the first day, most foods are like good foods are even, most of these things, and maybe, most of these teas, we get it from bags. They just process it and put it in the, some are even getting it from their garden. But if a food is toxic, it may be that naturally toxic. And what is the meaning of being toxic? Yes, I'm telling you what I've experienced. I have chamomile tea. I don't know, it's already finished. So I'm a fan of it. Yes, I was, I've been into this industry of this wellness for a very long time. So I was a fan of it. It's good, I still take it, but I put a long gap in between. But the manufacturers won't even tell you. They want to take morning, afternoon, and night. But when you take anything, and this is one of the ways I got to know, when you take anything like 2 or 3 days, and either the third day or the fourth day, you could feel the aroma of that thing, even when you are not taking it. You can feel it around you. It's a sign of toxicity. Did you get that? Did you get that? It's a sign of toxicity. That's my own way of knowing. So that thing may be subject. Somebody may say, okay, we need to take it to the lab. But I tell you, my own body is the first laboratory, and it doesn't ever deceive me. It doesn't ever, whatever food I ate, most of them, before you know it, I'll tell you what and what is there. So if you take it, I do take it once in a while, it makes you to relax, it makes you to calm down, it helps to aid digestion. I'm talking of the chamomile tea. It's even later I discovered that it has the benefit of fighting insulin resistance. When I discovered this aspect of chamomile tea, I really loved it. And again, you know that there are different brands, but I know of some people who are even planting the tea as a matter of, it looks like flowers like that, and taking it raw without having to buy the tea bags. But the chamomile tea, which I know, you can go and do any study or research to confirm what I'm telling you. It's best taken once in a while. If you take it today and tomorrow, you give it some gap. I just discovered it relaxes me. Yes, it does that. That's what I'm telling you. But take it, but don't continue taking it for a long time, my dear. And not only the chamomile tea, it's every other thing. Remember, we have a maxim in this house, those who are my channel members, even the channel subscribers, that moderation is our rule. Food is our medicine. That is a popular slogan here. And every subscriber is supposed to key into it. That food is our medicine, but moderation is our rule. And that moderation is where I am going also. That if what is causing me to move from one evening food, one food at odd hour to the other, it's not something I'm reading from book somewhere. And it's not something I go to Google to ask, what should I eat to go to bed? Unless you're sharing this life. Somebody can take the idea. But it's something that is born out of my own body talking to me. And I found out that this is what the body needs. So if the chamomile tea worked for me, as I normally take it sometimes today, and I take it tomorrow, for my body continue to respect that relationship it has with the chamomile tea, I have to take it away. Because when you are taking anything too frequently, over time, your body doesn't like it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Your body is getting fed up with it. Your body likes variety. And most times, many of us are not ready for it. There is one aspect of my, what is it, part of my slogan, or some of those words that I've coined to guide me and to direct us to where we are going. Yes. So one of them is that when you passes the message that when you are consuming anything, you must continue to make modifications. if you watch some of my videos, I make emphasis that one of the secrets of aging is making changes and modifications to your diet. I am doing it. I shared a video. Okay, I'm yet to upload that video on flaxseed. While I just thought to video it because I have been off flax for some time, flaxseed. And today I started to grind it. And then I said I'm coming back. And I shared in that video. I will upload it maybe tomorrow or next. So I shared in that video why I went off flaxseed for some time. And that flaxseed is a very healthy food, especially for menopausal women. But what I found out that made me stay off for more than 1 year is also what I shared in that video. But a lot of people don't talk about it. Some people are not even aware. And so if you are taking anything, give gap so that your body will always be excited when you bring that food. But when you eat it too frequent, even if it's medication, that's why they say that bacteria are becoming resistant. Why are they resistant? When you are bringing particular drug. Now, when you go to hospital, they will have to look for a higher drug to avoid, in order to defeat this resistance. So your body has a way, a natural way too, like a living organism, that when you take certain things regularly, it's like the body is no longer interested in it. It wants you to bring something else because it needs a variety of nutrients. So the nutrients are not all in that chamomile tea. And what your body, when your body, for instance, if you have a need for insulin resistance and you take chamomile tea, you're going to sleep very well. It helps to aid digestion. These are the things that make it very good. But now, if somebody is low in iron, for instance, maybe low in iron, or maybe that person is low, very low in magnesium, especially those in their 60s, you will not like to take it too much. I've not had it for more than 2 months now. More than 2-3 months. But before now, I used to have it almost daily, just like you said, because of its carminative nature. Until also I noticed that it has some element of making you feel toxic. That is, you'll be like you're smelling it around you. Any toxic food is like that. You didn't have it, but you're smelling it. It's coming, you can have the aroma of it. It's not a good feeling. So let's continue with the food. The food that I take at odd hours. These are what I'm sharing. I've talked about sea salt. You have already helped me out with the cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper is very rare. There is so much talk about cayenne pepper. But peppers are stressors. I prefer cayenne pepper in the morning. I don't even take cayenne pepper alone. If I want to take cayenne pepper at bedtime, do you know what I do? I'll tell you how I take it. Because those who are over 60, their body is very sensitive. Very, very sensitive. I have this ground cayenne pepper with peanut. The pepper is more in it with sea salt. Make it like paste. I keep it. So if I feel I have not had sufficient protein, but I've not had sufficient, but I don't like taking it before bedtime, but it's not going to be bad. If it's before 8 or 9, you can have a little of it. It's not going to do any bad. I'm very, very confident. Any day I have need of it, I'm going to take it because I have prepared it and just keep it by my bedside. If I think it's my protein is low during the day and my healthy fat, and I need a touch of other nutrients like those from cayenne pepper for circulation, because if you take ordinary peanut, which is a good fat, before bed, it can trigger things like cough. It can even create acid. It can stall blood circulation and several other things. But if you grind it smooth with some cayenne pepper and then sea salt and keep it by your bedside, it's a better thing. if you think you need fat. Even if you don't have olive oil, you can make do with it, and it's going to be fine. So you can have that's where I put my cayenne pepper. I don't have it, it's by my bedside. I have a lot of other things. This peanut butter with cayenne pepper, grounded to smooth with a little sea salt, is also one of it. One of the bedside things. You can also have it anytime you feel like you need more protein, need more healthy fats. You give it a try. You come and thank me. It's something I know. As long as dried cayenne pepper you ground with that peanut, and you need something, just make it moderate. You can use the toothpick to just take a little to just calm your intestine. The cayenne pepper will help to balance it. It's not going to give you cough because of the pepper. Because if you take ordinary groundnut and start eating, which is what many people want to eat before bedtime, because sometimes you just know that you didn't have enough protein. Protein is expensive. A lot of people are deficient in it, even seniors. And I often tell us that you cannot manage any ailment, including blood sugar, blood pressure, without sufficient protein in your diet. And that's what is the challenge that a lot of us are facing, because of foods are expensive. Protein is scarce. You won't know that protein is scarce until you get to this age, 60, or you are even more than 50, when you start selecting food. It's then that you know that the most abundant food is carbohydrates. Yes, you will now realize that protein is very scarce. Sometimes you sit in your house, you'll be looking for what to eat. Everything is sugar, carbohydrates. That's nothing. Yet your store is filled with food, rice, beans. They're all carbohydrates, including beans. Your house is stocked with food, bread, everything, but they're all carbohydrates, they're all sugars. Now, that is why I say protein is scarce and is the building block. So if you can get something like that, put it by your bedside. If you suspect, especially those that are going through arthritis, if you suspect that you need food desperately, you can use something and pick on it. It's not going to give you cough. It's not going to give you any problem, as long as you've not had excess of it during the day. Then I'll share one more before we go. One more thing that you can have before bed. It depends, and that is moringa tea. Moringa is a blood thickener. A lot of people are running away from moringa leaves tea because of the high acid content, not as acid per se. I'm talking of ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Sometimes when you take it, you start feeling like your chest you want to cough. It starts giving you some other signs that you yourself cannot understand. So that is why a lot of people are running away. And again, the moringa, another occasion when I take moringa tea is when I suspect I've had too much peanuts. Moringa is a superfood, my dear. It's good to have it. But don't take it too much. It's a blood thickener. If you take too much, it's going to elevate your blood pressure. Why? Because the nutrient in it is too much. It is so dense. Over 300 anti-inflammatories. That is what they said, what we read. And it could even be more. So you can imagine when those things flood your blood, the blood becomes too thick and concentrated. Oh my God. Network, you can't hear me? Okay, if you can't hear me, so we can end it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? I want to know. If you can't hear me, comment below if you can't hear me so that we can end the live now. It's about to rain. So maybe next week or later. Okay, let's end it. The network is bad. Can't hear me. So we'll be calling it a day for now. Maybe I'll be going live maybe in a few days. I've been trying to manage with the vertical and the horizontal live streaming. That one has been affecting me, and it has slowed down my motivation to go live until I just thought to just stable with this one, unless I have an indication not to use it. I mean this one. And I want to thank all of you for coming. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you also for even your assurance of being a member of the channel. Those who are not members should try. Say hi, Annette Catherine. You say network is bad, so that's why I want to end it. Can you hear me? Hi, Annette Catherine. So, can you hear me? There are still some people that are online here waiting. Okay, Annette says she can hear me, Annette Catherine, but some people are saying the network is very bad. We should end the, I should end the live. You are welcome, ma. Thanks for all you do, ma. God bless you, ma. Okay, some of you have been in the house for some time. Now, somebody is saying network is okay, that she can hear me. And Catherine says she can hear me and that I should go on. So where do we go from here? Some people said network, they can't hear. Some say they can hear. So that's what I'm saying. That the moringa is a food that is too dense in, let me round this up. That's too dense in nutrition. A lot of people are running away, but they don't know what exactly is making them run away. Fatma Kamara. Thank you so much, ma. You're welcome. Thank you all for your comment. Remember, I'm telling you that you should join my channel membership. I want people to join so that we can start to get closer. Yes, if you are a member of my, not just a subscriber, but a member. If you're a member of my channel, I will come and see your YouTube channel and subscribe so that if there's any way we can help each other to, I can support you too. I will support you to grow. And then, most importantly, is our health. So you can have opportunity to even message me. I did a video so that you know that you are not just among the over 7,000 subscribers, because 7,000 is big. So there will be so much other people, both those on the WhatsApp, those from TikTok, who are looking for attention. So being a member gives you opportunity to stand out to the creator so that you can get that attention. You can even suggest topics, some video topics that I should talk about. If it's something that concerns you, you can drop a comment that you, Mama, why not talk about this? If that comment is coming from a member, I'll go work on it. I'll go prepare myself and do a video for members only. Yes, those who are not members could be jealous. You are free. So, thank you so much. And don't forget to join the channel membership, as I said, because I want to make them feel very special. It's not just easy to say you're a member of a channel and you're not. I was just thinking of it yesterday. I just brainstorming. Say, what do they have to enjoy? There must be so. There are so many other benefits and perks. So that one from YouTube, but I am the one saying this is what I want to do, specially and differently. And so those of you who are present today, you must have subscribed. But in addition to subscribing, you need to also be a member. Ankri Agnes Folashade, you're welcome. Lucina, thank you very much. Okay, you say you can hear me, which means the network is off and on. So that is okay. So remember, I said I won't finish the topic today. I won't conclude on the subject of what we are eating, what I'm eating, at late hour. There are so many things. So that's why I did a video that this idea that we can't eat. I've left that class. It depends on what your body is looking for and what you want to have. You can wake up. Sometimes that very day I was surprised. I had to prepare that tea and took it, and it was very okay for me. I didn't have to start coughing. And there is something I noticed also. You know, if you want to have something, though you have to find out from your body. Remember, you must avoid food that are high in calorie. But if you have confirmed that this is what your body is looking for, most times it's usually fat. First thing is water. You must give it water. Remember the way we started. You must take water for one water. Have a flask of one water by your bedside. If you have taken water the first time and you think your belly is still strong, maybe you ate too many protein and you need more water, the next water you need to add more sea salt. I remember what was told Timothy in the Bible, said that you should no longer take only water. I'm beginning to realize some of these scriptures right recently. So if you have taken only water the first time and you still feel that you thought while you are lying down, your stomach still needs more water, maybe it's producing gas. Sometimes that gassing may be a sign that you need more water. Maybe when you are gassing, maybe. So instead of taking on just water, the sea salt will have to aid digestion. It's a digestive aid. It's not acidic. It's an electrolyte. So it's going to supply minerals that will support your heart and aid your digestion and aid your detox. And will not drop acid. It's not acidic. Don't use anything that will create more acid in the body before you wake up. So that is it. So you don't have to create something that will make you feel acidic before you wake up. You need to send something that will help your body to heal. And then I was talking of moringa, that's what I want to end. But there are a lot of other foods I'm eating at late hours. Honestly, the thing is so amazing. Not food really, but things I can have without causing problem for me before daybreak, without elevating my sugar. Remember, almond is one of them. We didn't talk about almond. Some of you are already familiar with it. But once in a while, you give it a gap. I left it for some time. I'm back to it now. Because of rich magnesium and rich calcium. You can soak it in the afternoon or in the morning when you're about to go to bed. It's going to help you have a quality sleep. Yes, it's going to help you have a quality sleep because it's going to supply these minerals that your body needs. So you just remove the pills and chew it. And sometimes you take a little water. It's going to help your heart, stabilize your heart. All those raising of your heart. Sometimes you feel as if your heart is very light. Low magnesium, low potassium. All these little minerals. And you can find them in sea salt. A good number of them. You can find a good number of them in the sea salt without any calorie. Then the almond. Then the almond is also something that will help support your blood pressure, will not also spike your sugar. But then, there are also some times when your body is not looking for almond. I have faced occasions like that. If you have had, remember that almond is very dense, it's very heavy. If you have had some food during the day that makes you feel sluggish or makes you feel heavy, you don't have to be going for almond. Almond is going to make you feel heavier. If you have a lot of nuts, maybe some days, no 2 days are like, maybe on a particular day, you are privileged to have walnut, you ate some walnut, you ate like some cashew nut, you ate some peanut, maybe you were even able to eat something like not just any nut. There are other nuts in various regions. So you may have consumed them and then you're already feeling heavy. Your heart is already belaboured because of the too much of nuts. On that particular day, my dear, don't go for walnut. I mean, almond. Most nuts are good sources of magnesium. That's the truth. Cashew nuts, they are good sources. Even walnuts, they are good sources. I think even the peanut, when taken in moderation, is a good source. So if you have had some nuts, some seeds, like pumpkin seeds, they're all heavy. All those seeds, there are small oils in them. They are good sources of magnesium. Sesame seed, sunflower seeds. There are times when you notice you've had all of these things during the day and your body is really heavy, loaded with it. You don't have to take almond again. If you take it, you won't like it the way you feel. You feel like, because of the calorie nature of it, nuts are usually heavy. Maybe you even had coconuts. Yes, that is it. So you don't have to. You need to be very, very sensitive and listen to your body. If you notice that you have had too much nuts, you have to be careful with things like walnut. I mean, things like almond. Now, before now, I could just take fish oil and sleep. But honestly, my dear, you can't believe it. I'm slowing down on fish oil. There was a night I took fish oil. I did not sleep. Honestly, I did not sleep. I just had, I normally take 300 mg of the fish oil. But I said, okay, this oil is about to expire next month. Let me just have 1,000 mg. And this is fish oil that before now, if I take it, I'm off to sleep. I'll sleep and sleep because it's a brain food. Some of you know, I've taught some of us in my groups about the fish oil. Lo and behold, my dear, I didn't sleep until the day break. So I now knew that the music has changed. That was when I also said, those in their 60s should be making changes. You should not just focus on that particular thing that you are taking. Your body may have left that place. The hormones, the active hormones may have left that point. You are still there. Not to say that fish oil is bad, but I tell you, those over 60 should slow down on the fish oil. This is my humble advice. Not to say that you don't need it. The nutrient that your body need more after that time is magnesium. I've had to take it occasionally after dinner, not all the time, once in a long while, but especially during a stressful day. I noticed that when I go stressed, like go for market, go a lot of things, and the body is like stressed, it takes longer to settle, and sometimes it doesn't even settle. You just lie awake in the night. Some of you think saying every night I'll be sleeping. No, there are some nights too. I'm learning. The thing that worked yesterday didn't work today. That's what I always tell us, that we must continue to make changes and continue to follow the channel so that you'll be seeing the new changes that is coming up, the update, I will call it. That maybe you are still taking fish oil and you just went away and say, Mama have taught us fish oil helps you sleep. And maybe that time you are clocking 60, you are still there. Me, I've left the place. I take it once in a while. Not that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad for you. But the way your body needs it before It's no longer like that. It doesn't need much of it anymore. Especially now that your foods are basically fats, seeds and nuts. Most of them are also fats, healthy fats. So healthy fats help you manage your blood sugar. Without them, you can't manage it well. You can't manage. No, some people are complaining of low blood sugar. I've had some reports recently of people with low blood sugar, men and women. Now, the low blood sugar will be prevalent when the healthy fats are not there. You just try to avoid fat. But I noticed that when we are clocking up to 60 years, it looks like it's fat that we need to get our energy properly, quality energy. We don't need, okay, look at, for I'll give you an example. If you check, I've checked most of my breakfast. It's fiber, protein and fats. That's it. So after you've had fiber, protein, fats, and vegetables, there's no carbohydrates. So when the fats are there, and you now later take another fat in the evening, like fish oil, it looks like the fat is much. So most times, what helps to stabilize this fat is the magnesium. My own view, though, is the way I feel and what is working for me. So, but you don't have to make it a daily habit. At times, I say for a week, I don't take it, this magnesium thing. But anytime I know I'm stressed out and my body, I feel light, unusually light somehow, or there are some imbalance. When I notice there is an imbalance that I need to fix with magnesium very fast, I go for it. It wasn't there before. I started it when I clocked 60 years. That's another major distance. When I clock, that's why you must be making changes. You won't just say, this is what I'm taking, this is what my mother was taking. Bodies are different and the body is changing. So I had to put it beside my bedside too. So once in a while, if I suspect that the night is not going to be smooth, ahead of it, I take it. It helps me relax and sleep. It's not tomorrow I won't take it. Next tomorrow I won't take it. Next day I won't take it. Remember I told us, one of my tricks is that if you are taking that in every time, it may not, very soon it won't be working for you again. Yes, your body will like, it's used to it, take this one away. So you take it once in a while. So once your body sees it, wow, it's excited. Especially when you know that all you need is magnesium to hold your body together, to keep your muscles relaxed, to help your muscles to heal faster, to help you to relax your brain, to calm you, reduce anxiety. So when it's like that, you take it. And then because you slept so well, tomorrow you don't have to say, this thing was so good. That's the mistake a good number of us are making. Tomorrow again, tomorrow morning you go for it, in the evening you go for it, especially if you are following the labels and the prescriptions there. They will ask you to take 3 times a day. Of course, you have to, so that you go and buy more. And the pharmaceutical industry will be moving forward. I think they have to be producing and pulling out. So you need to be taking 3 times or 4 times. But I have never had twice a day. Even though they wrote whether 2 or 3 times, I've never had it twice. Once in a while, when I feel that the night ahead may not be so smooth because of the way, the busyness and all of that. And I noticed that when you are stressed as a senior, all the seniors, the body gets exhausted of magnesium. My own finding. It's only that during those periods that I go for it, just to help it, to quicken the recovery time, so that the magnesium will quickly calm the nerves. Otherwise, you will even hear the body talking, jerking, making sound, like cry for help. But when you take magnesium like that, it relaxes it. And you remember that there are different types of magnesium, not just any one. So you have to look for the one that you need. I take normal one. Once in a while, I take it just as to support the body. And this is just a recent thing. It wasn't so before. It's part of the aging. So you can't say never. It's not that it's a medication that I'm taking every day, take morning and night. No, it's not a medication I'm taking like I must take it before I go to bed. Not at all. Sometimes in a week, sometimes 2 weeks. I'm being frank with you. I don't even remember where it is. That's why it's almost 2 years I bought it. No, I bought it last year. It hasn't reached half. Because sometimes I don't even remember it's there. It's when I notice that my body is behaving one kind, lie down, body no come together. It's part of it. Nutritional deficiency. Some people go and take paracetamol. Some people will say medication. Some people will say, no, it's when the body is lacking in certain minerals. It starts giving you some signals. And mostly seniors, menopausal women in particular, they are mostly affected. You start experiencing things like depression, joint aches, pains. When you do a small task, the body is taking long to recover. The muscle is taking longer to recover. That's why I brought it in. And I don't hide from my followers, from my subscribers, what I do. I told us I'm not on medication, I'm not on it. Yes, until I clock this 60 now, before I notice some of this thing. Yes, I have to go and get it. And I didn't hide. I have brought it. It's that one I bought. I showed us it during one of the lives. Those of you who are following, I shared it and showed us that this is. Some people are saying they want to see it. Mama, show us. I showed you. I brought it out. I said I'm not on any promotion. No, I'm not selling for the company. That's why I don't bring product like that to come and be showing as if I've been paid to come and promote it. Not at all. I'm just for educational purpose. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So far, those of you who are just coming in, you may think we have not had enough time. But for me, I think we have had a good time. And if you want me to say something more than this, comment below. If you think we should spend another 10 or 15 minutes, comment below. I'm here reading. Or else we will end it. Some have been here for too long. Some are just joining. And honestly, this is one of the most successful lives I've had recently. I was almost thinking not to be going live again on YouTube because of this vertical and horizontal. But thank God, I think this one is a success. And I pray that subsequent ones will be like this. That is it. I think the issue of vertical or horizontal won't be an issue again. And I want to thank all of you for coming. Thank you for your patience. And I will notify us when next I'll be also going live. But for now, see you all. And don't forget to join the channel membership for better and closer interaction. Thank you for coming. Bye. And you shouldn't forget to like the live. Like it. Like it.